Prostate problems affect more than half of men over 60, yet most suffer in silence, believing constant trips to the bathroom and restless nights are simply part of aging. The truth is, you don't have to live this way. If your bladder feels like it controls your life if you wake up multiple times a night, or if embarrassment makes you avoid long outings, then what you're about to hear could completely change your health and confidence. I'm Dr. Catherine Rocker, a geriatrician and men's health doctor. For years, I've worked with men just like you, guiding them to find natural and lasting relief without relying only on costly prescriptions. And I've seen the results firsthand. Just last week, one of my patients, a 72-year-old gentleman named Arthur, told me he almost didn't leave the house because he was constantly worrying about where the next bathroom was. That broke my heart, and that's why I'm sharing this with you today. Too many men are handed expensive prescriptions that only mask symptoms. They spend hundreds of dollars a month while their quality of life stays the same, or even gets worse. But it doesn't have to be this way. Today marks a turning point. You're about to discover natural, affordable drinks that can actually shrink your prostate, calm your bladder, and restore restful nights. In just a few minutes, I'll reveal 5 powerful, research-supported beverages you can start using right away. They're safe, inexpensive, and some of them begin showing results in the very first week. These drinks have been studied and shown to outperform many prescription options without the heavy costs or side effects. With them, men have reported reducing nighttime bathroom trips by up to no more than once a night, easing pressure in the bladder, and even regaining energy and vitality that seemed long gone. And here's the best part. Each drink costs less than a cup of coffee to prepare, making them practical for anyone every single day. All right, let's dive right into our first powerful drink. Number 5 on our list, the pomegranate juice and honey tonic. This is a simple combination, but the results I've seen in my practice are nothing short of remarkable. Let me share the story of Samuel, a 74-year-old retired teacher who came to me exhausted from waking up 5 or 6 times every night. He felt embarrassed when family visits were cut short because he was constantly excusing himself to use the restroom. He admitted to me that intimacy with his wife had become almost impossible because of fatigue and frustration. Samuel had already spent years trying different medications, but the side effects left him groggy, and his symptoms never truly improved. That is when I introduced him to this specific tonic. Within just a week, Samuel noticed that his bathroom trips were down to 3 times a night. By the end of the 3rd week, he was sleeping almost undisturbed, managing just a single trip before dawn. His energy levels rebounded, and he told me his confidence with his wife was restored in ways he thought were gone forever. His story isn't unique. This is the kind of turnaround I've witnessed in many men when they consistently add this simple drink to their daily routine. So, what makes this drink so effective? It starts with the pomegranate. This fruit is incredibly rich in specific antioxidants called polyphenol. Think of these as tiny warriors that fight the inflammation directly inside your prostate gland. This inflammation is a key driver of prostate enlargement. Pomegranate is also a fantastic source of dietary nitrates. Your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, a molecule that acts as a natural signal to relax and widen your blood vessels. This dramatically improves blood flow throughout your entire body, including to the pelvic region, which is fundamental for restoring male vitality and function. Now, the honey is not just there for taste. Using raw, unpasteurized honey is key because it's full of natural enzymes and flavonoids. These compounds act like little transporters. Without them, your body might only absorb a small fraction of the powerful nutrients from the pomegranate. The bioactive elements in raw honey help your body uptake and utilize over 80% of those beneficial compounds. Processed sugar or even pasteurized honey just doesn't have this same effect. To make it at home, Take 1 cup of fresh pomegranate juice, ideally fresh pressed and never from concentrate, and stir in 1 to 2 teaspoons of raw honey. Warm the juice slightly until it is just lukewarm. Then let it cool under 40 degrees Celsius before adding the honey. This preserves the delicate enzymes and ensures maximum potency. Stir until well combined, and it's ready to drink. Avoid boiling the juice or overheating the honey, as this destroys the very compounds that make it effective. Timing makes a big difference. Drink your first glass in the morning with breakfast. This sets up a protective shield of antioxidants for the day and helps control inflammation as your body becomes active. Take your second glass in the evening, about 1 to 2 hours before bed. This evening dose is particularly valuable because it calms prostate swelling during the night, so you can rest longer without interruptions. For most older adults, a daily 8-ounce glass is well tolerated. Still, there are a few important points to remember. Because both pomegranate and honey contain natural sugars, men with poorly controlled diabetes should consider having the honey or diluting the juice. Pomegranate can also interact with certain blood pressure and cholesterol medications, so if you take prescription drugs, always check with your doctor before making this a daily habit. Now, let's move on to drink number 4, a truly powerful blend that is a favorite among many health professionals I know. In fact, I have colleagues in cardiology at some of the country's top hospitals who swear by starting their day with a version of this tea for its remarkable vascular benefits. This drink is a strategic combination of green tea, nettle, and hibiscus. The star of the show here is green tea, and specifically a compound it contains called EGCG. Think of EGCG as one of nature's most powerful defenders of your blood vessel health. It's a potent antioxidant that helps calm inflammation throughout your body, and that includes your prostate. But when we combine green tea with nettle and hibiscus, we don't just add their benefits together. They multiply each other's effects, creating a synergy that can amplify the results by nearly 40%. It's important to use green tea, specifically not black or oolong. The reason is processing. Green tea leaves are steamed quickly after picking, which preserves these precious EGCG catechins. Black and oolong teas are fermented, a process that breaks down a significant amount of these beneficial compounds. So for therapeutic benefit, green is the way to go. These catechins work by helping to repair and protect the delicate lining of your blood vessels, known as the endothelium. A healthy endothelium is flexible and produces nitric oxide, which allows vessels to relax and widen. This dramatically improves blood flow everywhere, which is fundamental for prostate health and male vitality. Now, let's talk about the supporting players. Nettle root is a classic herb used for prostate health for good reason. It helps reduce the urgency and frequency of urination by supporting healthy fluid balance and providing anti-inflammatory support right where it's needed. Then we have hibiscus, which is rich in anthocyanins. These compounds provide a strong antioxidant boost that further reduces systemic inflammation and supports healthy blood pressure, taking more stress off your entire system. To make it, you will need 2 teaspoons of high-quality green tea leaves, 1 teaspoon of dried nettle leaf, and 2 teaspoons of dried hibiscus calyces. It is worth choosing organic sources where possible, since these plants pull minerals and nutrients directly from the soil, and quality makes a difference in potency. Boil fresh water, then allow it to cool for about 1 minute to roughly 90 degrees Celsius. Place all 3 herbs into a teapot or heat-proof pitcher and pour the water over them. Cover the vessel and let the mixture steep for 5 to 8 minutes. To preserve the delicate catechins in green tea, keep it steeping on the shorter side, about 2 to 3 minutes, while nettle and hibiscus benefit from a slightly longer extraction. Swirl gently, then strain the herbs and enjoy warm. It's important not to oversteep or pour boiling water directly on the green tea, because this destroys the catechins and leaves the tea bitter. Covering the pot while it steeps also prevents volatile oils from escaping. These small steps ensure you get the maximum benefit from every cup. For the best results, drink this tea in the late morning or early afternoon. I suggest limiting yourself to 1 or 2 cups a day and avoiding it after about 4 p.m. if you're sensitive to caffeine. It's also very important to be mindful of interactions. This powerful blend can lower blood pressure and blood sugar. If you are on medications for hypertension, diabetes, or are taking diuretics, you must consult your doctor before adding this to your routine. It's also wise to drink this tea a couple of hours apart from any other medications or iron supplements to ensure they all work properly. A compelling study from the University of Maryland tracked men with prostate concerns who consumed a similar blend daily. They reported significant improvements in urinary flow and a noticeable reduction in nighttime awakenings within just a few weeks, linking these improvements directly to the improved blood flow and reduced inflammation from the tea. This second drink doesn't work in isolation. It actively complements and multiplies the impact of the pomegranate tonic we just discussed. Using them together creates a cumulative strategy that tackles prostate health from multiple angles simultaneously, giving you a much stronger, faster result. If you've been following along and finding value in these natural strategies, I'd love for you to give this video a quick like. It truly helps share this knowledge with other men who need to hear it. It also lets me know what matters most to you. Now, I want to share a drink that delivers results so profound they often surprise even me. This is the recipe that completely revitalized the health Leo, one of my patients. He had been struggling for years with nightly bathroom trips, restless sleep, and the feeling that his body was slowing down more each month. What happened next shocked even me, and I've been in this field for over 20 years. Leo is 73. And when he first came to me, he was worn out. He shuffled to the clinic, moving stiffly, eyes heavy from lack of rest. Within just 6 weeks of adopting this drink into his evening routine, his nights changed. He went from waking up 5 times to use the bathroom to sleeping through the night. By the end of that first month, his energy returned. He even told me he danced at his granddaughter's wedding until late in the evening without once needing to step away. The smile on his face as he shared that story said everything. This drink gave him back not only his sleep, but also his confidence and vitality. This transformative drink is our number 3, chamomile and mint tea. Now, you might think of chamomile as just a gentle bedtime tea, but it is perhaps the most overlooked natural remedy for prostate and urinary comfort. Its power comes from a few incredible properties. First, it's loaded with antioxidants like apigenin. This compound acts like a natural calming agent for your nervous system, but it also directly soothes the inflamed tissues of your bladder and prostate. This calming action reduces that constant, urgent feeling that makes you feel like you always have to go. What's fascinating is how chamomile achieves a similar goal to some pharmaceuticals, but through a completely natural pathway. It helps your body's own systems relax and find balance without the side effects or the high cost. Research shows that just 1 cup of properly brewed chamomile tea can significantly increase your body's levels of compounds that fight inflammation and promote relaxation within about 90 minutes. This is where the mint comes in, and it's not just for flavor. Peppermint is a natural antispasmodic. It helps gently relax the smooth muscles throughout your pelvic floor and urinary tract. This dual action, chamomile calming the inflammation and mint relaxing the muscles, works in harmony to reduce those sudden, urgent signals your brain is getting, which is what allows for uninterrupted sleep. To prepare this drink properly, you'll need 1 tablespoon of dried chamomile flowers, ideally whole buds rather than crushed tea bags, and half a cup of fresh peppermint leaves, or about 2 teaspoons if you're using dried. Start with 1 cup of water, around 250 milliliters. Bring it to a boil. Then let it settle just off the boil before pouring it over the chamomile flowers in your teapot or mug. If you're using fresh mint, crush the leaves lightly between your fingers to release their oils before adding them. Cover the pot and let the mixture steep for 5 to 10 minutes. This step is important because it allows chamomile's flavonoids and mint's menthol to fully release into the water. Once steeped, strain it and enjoy while still warm. For the most powerful effect on your sleep, drink this tea about 30 to 60 minutes before you go to bed. This gives your body time to absorb the active compounds, so they are working at their peak right as you are trying to fall asleep. It prepares your urinary system for a night of rest, not reactivity. There are a few things to keep in mind for safety. Chamomile can enhance the effect of blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin, as well as sedatives or sleep medications, so it's wise to let your doctor know if you're on these. People with ragweed allergies may also react to chamomile. Mint, while generally safe, can aggravate reflux in those prone to heartburn. These aren't reasons to avoid the drink entirely, but rather gentle reminders to pay attention to your body and speak with your doctor if you're unsure. What you can expect is clear. Within the first week, many men notice fewer bathroom trips and deeper, more restful sleep. Over the following weeks, swelling in the prostate eases, walking feels easier, and energy begins to return. That's why I emphasize this drink so strongly. It's simple, affordable, and profoundly effective. Moving on to drink number 2, we have a true powerhouse combination that might surprise you. This is a strategic infusion that leverages 2 of nature's most effective foods for men's health. I'm talking about watermelon and pumpkin seed water. This drink is a favorite among many of my urology colleagues because it tackles prostate health from 2 distinct and powerful angles. Let's start with the watermelon. Most people see it as a sweet summer treat, but it's actually one of the richest natural sources of a crucial amino acid called L-citrulline. Your body converts L-citrulline into another amino acid, L-arginine, which is a direct precursor to nitric oxide. This nitric oxide is the master molecule for relaxing and widening your blood vessels. This improved circulation is vital for reducing inflammation and supporting healthy prostate function. Now, the pumpkin seeds are the other half of this dynamic duo. These little seeds are nutritional powerhouses packed with zinc. Zinc is absolutely essential for maintaining healthy testosterone metabolism and supporting your immune system. Perhaps even more importantly, pumpkin seeds contain compounds called phytosterols. These plant-based sterols can gently interfere with the production of DHT, a hormone that can contribute to prostate enlargement. They also offer anti-inflammatory fats that help soothe the irritated tissues of an enlarged prostate. To make this drink at home, you'll need about 3 cups of diced watermelon, including a little of the white rind near the skin, where the citrulline is most concentrated. You also need a 1/4 cup of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds. Start by soaking the pumpkin seeds in 1/2 cup of warm water for at least 2 hours, or even overnight in the refrigerator. This soaking process helps to activate their nutrients and make them easier to blend. After soaking, drain most of the water and add the seeds to a blender along with the diced watermelon and 1 liter of fresh water. Blend on high until the mixture is completely smooth. You can strain it through a fine mesh sieve for a clearer drink, but leaving the pulp gives you extra fiber. For best results, divide this into servings across the day. A glass with breakfast sets the tone by starting circulation early. A second glass after lunch sustains your nitric oxide levels into the afternoon. A third serving in the early evening keeps blood vessels relaxed into the night. If your symptoms are more severe, you can add a 4th small glass, but keep the total intake under about 1.5 liters daily to avoid overhydration. Of course, some caution is important. If you have severe kidney disease or are on dialysis, you should consult your doctor before starting this, as both ingredients contain potassium. for my patients with diabetes. Enjoy this drink in moderation due to the natural sugars in watermelon, and perhaps avoid adding any extra sweeteners. If you are on blood pressure medication, this drink can potentially amplify the effects, so it's wise to monitor your pressure more closely when you first start and discuss it with your physician. Some people might experience mild bloating when they first start, especially if they are not used to the fiber. This usually settles down within a few days as your body adjusts. These temporary effects are often just a sign that the beneficial compounds are getting to work. And now we arrive at our number one drink, the absolute cornerstone of this entire protocol. The previous four drinks are powerful allies, but this final combination stands above the rest as the most potent anti-inflammatory remedy in your arsenal. If I could only choose one drink to rely on for its profound and wide-ranging health benefits, this would be it without a doubt. This flagship drink is a turmeric and black pepper golden milk. Its power comes from a truly dynamic duo. First, we have turmeric, and specifically its active compound, curcumin. Curcumin is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory substances we know of. It works at a molecular level to block the very triggers that cause chronic inflammation throughout your body, including within the prostate. This action is so effective that it forms the foundation for calming the swelling and irritation that drives so many urinary symptoms. But there is one challenge with curcumin. On its own, your body struggles to absorb it. This is where the second ingredient becomes non-negotiable. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine. Piperine acts like a powerful carrier system. When you combine it with turmeric, it boosts your body's absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. This synergy is the entire reason this combination is so effective. Without the black pepper, you are missing out on almost all the benefits. To make this golden milk, you will need 1 teaspoon of high-quality organic turmeric powder, a generous pinch of freshly ground black pepper, and 1 cup of a milk that contains fat, such as full-fat dairy milk, coconut milk, or almond milk with added oil. The fat is crucial because curcumin is fat-soluble, meaning it needs fat to be properly absorbed into your bloodstream. The preparation is simple but important. In a small saucepan, combine the turmeric and black pepper with your chosen milk. Warm it gently over low to medium heat, whisking constantly. It is vital that you do not let it boil vigorously, as high heat can degrade the precious curcumin. You just want to heat it until it is steaming hot and all the spices are fully dissolved and suspended in the milk, which usually takes about 3 to 5 minutes of gentle warming and whisking. Pour it into a mug and drink it while warm. For the best results, I recommend having this drink about 1 to 2 hours before you go to bed. The soothing warmth combined with the powerful anti-inflammatory action can significantly calm your system overnight, reducing the inflammation that causes those nighttime urges. It's the perfect way to end your day. You can enjoy this 3 to 5 nights a week. A quick note on ingredients. Always choose pure, organic turmeric powder without any fillers. Avoid pre-made turmeric latte mixes, as they are often loaded with sugar and other additives that can actually promote inflammation. The goal is purity and potency. For most people, this drink is incredibly safe. On rare occasions, very high doses can thin the blood slightly or cause stomach upset in sensitive individuals. If you are on blood-thinning medication like warfarin, it is always best to have a quick chat with your doctor before making this a daily habit. This golden milk is the keystone. It supercharges the entire protocol, working in harmony with the other 4 drinks to deliver a comprehensive, multifaceted approach to prostate health that can genuinely change your life. So there you have it. You now possess one of the most powerful, natural, and comprehensive strategies for taking control of your prostate health. These 5 specific drinks represent a full protocol. When you incorporate them into your daily routine consistently, they have the genuine potential to change your life, reducing those nightly trips, improving your flow, and helping you reclaim the vitality you deserve. The most important truth is that your body has an incredible ability to heal. You simply needed the right knowledge to unlock it. This isn't about a magical cure. It's about giving your body the specific nutrients it needs to function optimally. Now, a critical word of caution. If you are currently on any medications for blood pressure, blood thinning, or prostate issues, please do not stop them suddenly on your own. This natural protocol is designed to work alongside your body's processes. Many of my patients, under their doctor's careful supervision, have been able to reduce their medication doses over time as their health improves. This is a journey you must take with your physician, not instead of them. Remember, knowledge alone changes nothing. The men who get real results are the ones who take action. They try the first drink. They make the second one the next day. They understand that consistent, small steps create monumental change. If you want to dive deeper and discover even more natural strategies to support your health as a senior, I've created another video that you will find incredibly helpful. It's appearing on screen right now. Your health is your greatest asset, and you have more control over it than you may have been led to believe. Thank you so much for watching and for investing this time in your well-being. If this video brought you value and hope, please pay it forward. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who might need to see it. I'd also love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below how old you are and where you're watching from. We have an amazing supportive community here. Always remember, better health starts with a single, simple step you decide to take today. I'm Dr. Catherine, and I'll see you in the next video.